Welcoming a new international client is a key moment for any business. It represents not only a chance for growth, but also an opportunity to build meaningful relationships across borders and cultures. Handling inquiries from new international clients requires a careful blend of professionalism, cultural sensitivity, and clear communication. Every interaction matters, and the impression you create can set the stage for long-term collaboration. When that first message or inquiry arrives, whether by email, phone, or through a company website, it's important to respond promptly. A timely reply demonstrates respect and commitment, signals your interest in building a partnership, and reassures the client that they have your attention. Make sure to greet the client formally, using their full name and appropriate titles if provided. If you're uncertain about pronunciation or formalities, it's perfectly acceptable to ask for clarification. This shows diligence and genuine respect. Once communication begins, clarity is essential. Language barriers can sometimes complicate discussions, so use straightforward language free from jargon or idioms that might not translate well. If you know the client's first language, consider offering translation support or providing key documents in multiple languages. Even small gestures like confirming understanding or summarizing the main points of your conversation show attentiveness and minimize misunderstandings. Every country has its own business etiquette, and customs can vary widely. Take some time to research the client's home country, especially in terms of greetings, levels of formality, and business practices. For example, some cultures value directness, while others place higher importance on building personal relationships before discussing business. Displaying cultural awareness can go a long way toward building trust and demonstrating your professionalism. When answering questions from a new international client, be thorough, transparent, and honest about your products or services, capabilities, and limitations. If they request a quote or proposal, provide clear details about pricing, timelines, and what is included. Break down costs, payment methods, and any additional fees, especially if currency conversion is involved. Also, be clear about your company's procedures for shipping, customs, return policies, and legal requirements that might affect the client in their country. It is helpful to anticipate common questions and address them proactively to make the process smoother. It is also vital to discuss communication channels and expectations. Time zone differences can affect response times and meeting schedules. Acknowledge these differences and suggest practical solutions, like agreeing on regular weekly check-ins or utilizing digital collaboration tools that accommodate different working hours. Setting these expectations early prevents frustration and ensures your client feels valued regardless of where they are in the world. No matter how detailed your responses are, openness to follow-up questions is essential. Encourage the client to reach out if anything remains unclear and assure them that your team is ready to help every step of the way. Promptly address follow-up messages with the same level of care and personalization as your initial response. For more complex queries, suggest virtual meetings or calls to clarify details and foster a more personal connection. Finally, remember that people do business with those they trust and respect. Demonstrate reliability, curiosity, and adaptability. Express genuine excitement about the prospect of working together, and let your international client know that you value the diverse perspectives they bring. A positive initial experience builds a foundation of trust that can lead to fruitful, long-lasting collaborations across borders. Navigating international client inquiries with skill and care isn't just about expanding your business. It's about extending your company's values and reputation on the global stage. An effective approach paves the way not only for successful deals, but also for enduring, mutually beneficial relationships.